Mastered loneliness before I knew what it was. So
while in his hometown of Chicago for All-Star Weekend, NBA 2K20 cover athlete
and let's go. Well, tremendous athleticism. Thanks, DA. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. Let's take a look at Dallas. They reside in the 7th slot right now in the early part of the season.
You know, right now, Dallas, seeing them where they are now, it's easy to forget just how awful they were a season ago. This is a team that's made major strides to lift themselves into the middle of the pack.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been a grit and grind effort for them. They know how to win, and that's not something you could say about them last year.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Brook Lopez is out there with Davis Bertans. And it's LeBron James. Then there's Hunter. And it's Bledsoe in at the point guard. And for Dallas, we've got Alec Burks. Gordon out there with Embiid. And it's Fox. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. A pass to Fox. Well, Clark, we've got a terrific game here on Halloween. Growing up, what was it like trick-or-treating on your block?
Oh, it was wild and fun, and I actually outgrew trick-or-treating by the time I was about 11 or 12. I was just too tall to be out there in a costume begging neighbors for candy.
Now here's Gordon. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Portland. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They, right now, are searching for a bucket.
Bertans with the ball, and it's Gordon picking him up. Bledsoe outside. Pass to LeBron. Fades back, and Embiid pulls it down. Mavericks have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Burks with it. Coming off a solid outing against Portland. Good D by Lopez.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
Fox dishes to Brooks. Burks, the pass to Fox. Brooks right side. A shot, no good. And Orlando will come the other way. And this matchup with the Mavericks, it's the first meeting of the season.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Yeah, you know, most teams have games where they wish they could get a mulligan or take it back. But last year, their one loss in this series was one I know they wanted back.
Now here's Gordon, following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. To end the drought. It's hauled in by the Magic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Boy, a big summer for the Mavs here in 2019. Huge cap room. They were looking to stock up on veteran talent while Doncic was still on that rookie contract. Pretty solid position for the Mavericks.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
And looking now at some of the numbers for Brook Lopez, how he performed last season. He was around 12 points per game last year, just over 2 blocks and 5 rebounds. And the intimidation factor that he possesses with his shot blocking and rim presence, really the backbone of their defense.
Yeah, you know, he's protecting the rim like it's his family. I mean, don't even think about going in there.
Now, here's Fox. Had a 24-point outing in their last game against Portland. Goes back up, and Embiid lays it in.
Yeah, Embiid plays with really good effort, and he plays with an effervescence that's contagious, and it's really endearing for a guy of his size.
To the wing right side. 29 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Bledsoe, and it's off the back rim, no good. The Mavericks trailing. Outside, Fox. And there's the pass to Embiid. Crafty move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on LeBron James.
Well, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
It's a tie game in Dallas. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks.
Not knowing English, obviously, I had to be.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, guys. Without those second chance points, this game would have had a much different feel to it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the 2nd quarter of play. On the floor for Dallas, Brooks is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Alec Burks. Then there's Embiid, and it's Fox in at the 1. The shot's good from Lopez.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the 2nd.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
Now, here's Burks. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. On the money from 12 feet away.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And a not-so-bright spot for the Magic last season. Too many mistakes.
Well, that comes with a young roster, guys. You know that. There's no way to gain experience other than through time and repetition. These guys are still learning, refining their games. But I think the trade-off is worth it because the future is really bright.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Clark, among the bigs, which one do you think runs the floor the best?
Boy, I tell you, Anthony Davis is gazelle-like, and this guy is north of 7 feet tall and is just agile and quick in getting up and down. I think I'd put him at the top of the list. Clint Capella is in that category, and Giannis Antetokounmpo as well. But a lot of times he has the ball and is taking it rack to rack.
He does. Brings it up like a guard, and no one can stop him.
Nobody can stop that guy when he gets coming downhill at you.
Now, here's Fox. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And you look at Joel Embiid, Clark, for a player standing 7'2", probably close to 300 pounds. You've got to be impressed with how well he moves out there.
And, Kevin, that's the first and most eye-catching thing about him when I watch him, is how nimble he is for his size. And you notice it at the offensive end because he's got great skills and footwork, but defensively, he doesn't pick up a lot of cheap fouls despite having the primary role of rim protector for his team.
Hits it from three-point range.
There is a bunch to appreciate about LeBron's game. His passing is off the charts. Just look at that feed.
Fox against Bledsoe. Shot on the wing. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Burks.
No idea what they were thinking there defensively. I mean, that's a shot he makes often.
Now here's Bledsoe. He picked up 12 points in their last win again.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Passes to Fox. Here's Gordon. There's a minute left in the first half. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Orlando called for the foul. For Dallas, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
Now here's James. He kicks it to Hunter. Now here's James. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Shot clock at 5. Takes the 3. The Mavericks pull it in. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Fox against Bledsoe. The shot comes out.
Well, you will not see that from him very often, especially right at the rim.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They did jump out to a lead in the opening. And that does it for our half.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Joel Embiid with a strong contribution in this one.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
And you know what, guys? I think it starts with having a body on him every time a shot goes up. I mean, they've got to do a better job boxing out.
Tipping off the second half. Here's Steve Clifford's 5. They've got LeBron James. Brook Lopez is out there with Davis Bertans. Then there's Hunter. And it's Bledsoe in at the point.
You know, guys, it's not surprising to hear that Joel Embiid gets a lot of inspiration from Hall of Famer Hakeem Olajuwon. Both came to the game late. Both represent the continent of Africa. And Embiid really kind of modeled his game after Hakeem, and that's a heck of a model.
No good from Bledsoe.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Embiid kicks to Brooks. And here's Burks. Gallus again missing. And when he first came to America, you know, what a great story this is. Embiid's coach in Cameroon sent him a DVD of Hakeem's highlights.
And that was a good start for Embiid, and good work by you, Kevin, to dig up that factoid. Very nicely done. But you're right, Embiid said he watched that tape every day for 3 years, and you can see evidence of him watching that tape and how he plays.
Pass to Gordon. For the lead. Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got his 4th rebound in this one.
Ugh, ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
Here's LeBron. Here's Hunter. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Hunter's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Orlando. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Now, here's Burks. Bertans defending. Brooks kicks to Burks. Over Bertans. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Burks. Bledsoe against Fox. Bledsoe passes to Bertans. Lopez outside. The drive by James, banked in off the glass. LeBron's got 5 now.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered him. You know, after a drought of 6 years, the Magic made the playoffs last season, won 4 straight at the end to grab the 7th seed.
Now, here's Burks. 6 points for him. Tipped away and stolen by James. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
You got to keep this guy away from the basket. I mean, that's about as easy as it gets for LeBron.
Burks looking around. Here's Brooks. Good D by LeBron.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Burks in the corner. Outside, Fox. Outside, Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Burks can't get it to go.
I think he'll think twice about attempting that shot next time. The defense was right on top of him there.
And so it's Orlando with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. We've got Aaron Gordon, De'Aaron Fox out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Brooks, and it's Embiid, and it's center. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Bledsoe outside. Lopez against Embiid. Lopez left side. Tries it from the top of the key. Misses off the right iron.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And Burks hits 2 free throws.
You know, guys, the Dallas Mavericks with the longest active sellout streak of any pro basketball team. You can put sellout in quotes because they actually give a lot of tickets away to schools and community service groups to make sure that building is full.
Fader on the way. Hunter no good. Mavericks trailed by 4. Here's Brooks. And it's Fox with the jam.
How about the vertical from Fox? Throwing it down with authority. Go get it, young fella.
LeBron dishes to Bledsoe. Pass to Lopez. Over Embiid. The Magic again can't hit. You know, Clark, the Mavericks making their games accessible to Dallas fans, much more concerned with the packed house and the revenue at the gate.
Yeah, and I like that philosophy, guys. I mean, building their future fan base. Those fans will be around for a while. Giving young people a chance to become Mavericks fans for life. And you start early, and it pays dividends down the road usually. Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
Fox passes to Embiid beyond the arc, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Joel Embiid on top of things there, folks, recognizing a big possession and commanding the ball.
James looking it over. The 3 from Bertans, good, and the assist goes to James. LeBron's got 5 assists in the game. Outside, Fox. There's the pass to Embiid. Over Lopez. Embiid, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
At the defensive end, Gordon is very accomplished. I mean, he gets off the ground quickly and is an excellent shot blocker as a result.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. to the middle, and he jams it with authority.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And Bledsoe with the stuff.
There's no doubt about it. Eric Bledsoe has got the touch. He's feeling it.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Fox passes to Embiid. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And here's James outside. That one doesn't drop. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Fox against Bledsoe. To tie it up. Fox kicks to Burks. Lopez with the block.
Lopez showing off the length there to get to that shot.
And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 2. 17 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Brook Lopez.
And he's just been crushing it from the field tonight, Kevin. Whether it's been on open looks or with the guy draped all over him, he just hadn't missed much. With his percentage in the sky-high range, they've had no choice but to make him their #1 option on every trip. And after all that time, finally, they've been able to tie it up here in the fourth quarter. What a comeback and what a finish we have in store.
And their greatest enemy during that comeback was the clock, but they can finally stop worrying about time and start thinking about how to win this thing now.
We've got 13 seconds left in the game. Now James to the left side wing. Off wide. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. And it's the Mavericks to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, we've got Joel Embiid, Gordon out there with Brooks. Then it's De'Aaron Fox, and it's Burks in at the shooting guard.
And how big was that? He is just so reliable, so confident at the free throw line.
Here's James. Inside, it's tipped. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. Basket counts. Lopez has got it all tied up now for the Magic.
When you have a reliable big man like Lopez who can get you buckets like that, it's really such an asset for a team.
Down low, here's Embiid. He gets it in there. Embiid's got the lead up to 2 now for the man.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
James against Brooks. And LeBron throws it down.
The magnitude of the moment not lost on LeBron James. He knows they needed a bucket there, and he's going to get it for them.
Against Bledsoe. Kept alive. Embiid. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're trailing by 2. There's 53 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. with it. Over in the corner, Bertans. Misses the three.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Outside, Fox. And there's the feed to Embiid. Over Lopez. It drops.
What confidence from Joel Embiid. Knock that one down in a clutch situation.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over. They're behind by 4. 27 seconds left in overtime. Here's James. Pass to Bertans. Puts it up from 7. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And an intentional foul right there.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game. And that makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
And here's James. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Over Brooks. No good off the back of the rim. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. It's the first, and that puts them up by 5.
Boy, I like the focus and unselfishness Fox brings to the court. A strong defender with lightning-quick reflexes in every spot. Unflappable. This guy relishes being the man to put the game away.
And here's James outside. That one's not going to go. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They escape with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both